we're going to go ahead and do the next one. Okay, the next one is going to be the gold and purple one with the purple gem on top. Boy, I have all kinds of stuff stuck to me now. You want to find the flattest part of the gem that makes sense. And pretty much you want to do that by just kind of holding it up there, moving it around, and figuring it out. There's usually like a rounded kind of a divot, and that's the one you want to go for. So put that gem the way it needs to go on the thing away from you. The gem you want to do last because you want to give that time to dry. You just kind of want to take your glue gun and just start making swirls with the glue on your wand. They don't have to make sense. They don't have to be in any sort of order, any sort of direction. And I'll tell you why in a minute. They can be thick, they can be narrow, overlapping, however you want. This is probably going to be a 2-part video. The reason is my phone will only let me upload 23-minute video. And we are already at 27 minutes and we are only on the second one. So you'll get one part in the morning and one part in the evening. So I'll need to say that to the first part too. So if you're seeing this, you're seeing part 2. So hang in there with me because you'll really enjoy this. And the kiddos will too. If your kids are old enough where they can handle a glue gun, use a cool temp glue gun for the kiddos. This is a high temp and it will definitely burn. It actually melts my flowers. So this was supposed to have been, according to the paper, a dual temp. And it does not have a switch or nothing. It kind of upset me. So anyways, yeah, just take this all the way to the end. And do whatever you want. You see all that glue? Just kind of make however you want. Doesn't have to have a rhyme or reason. Let that kind of set, drip, however you want. And then we're going to stand this back up. Right there, I think is where I had it. Now, we're going to affix this gem to the top of this. We're going to put a good amount of glue right here at the very top. We're going to let it kind of start to pool and form and make a puddle. Whoops, and I dropped it. You're going to hold your gem. Kind of turn it and see what you think. See where I'm at with that. Come on, focus, camera. Doesn't want to focus. Anyhow. All these little strings you pull off here in a little bit. Now, you're going to hold it upside down. When you're sure that this gem is going to stay, you're going to hold it upside down. And because you want to support that gem a little better, we're going to build this up onto the gem with some extra glue and onto You can see what I'm doing. I'm building up from the gem to the wand stick. And it will kind of run down onto the gem, which is good because that's going to give it a good solid base to hold that wand. At this point, you're going to want to start turning it just like you were turning glass. There we go. And we're going to let that sit. Now, what you're going to do at this point is we're going to start painting with it's kind of a stiff brush, just, you know, with your purple paint. I'm going to take off excess glue that's not stuck down. I'm going to rub that all off, all your little glue hairs and glue that's not stuck down, because we don't need the kiddos to get a hold of that. We're going to start, ooh, that was almost bad. So we have a really good base underneath this, holding it in place. And we are now going to paint this. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint the glue See what I'm doing? And I'm using the side of the brush so that it's only painting on the top surface. Now, if you're worried about it, you can go back through and touch up any gold that you need to touch up, which is a lot easier than going through and singly being extremely careful with the purple, if you understand what I mean. You just turn it, roll it, I will tell you that it's easier to make a purple one and paint the gold onto the purple. I'm going to pause you while I do this. Okay guys, to save time, I went ahead and I did 2 coats. If this would focus, come on, focus. 2 coats of purple on the glue, and then I went through and I took a smaller brush and I painted the gold so that it was a little bit clearer, if my phone would focus, in the tiny spots where the purple, when I went over it, kind of got on the gold. And then I took gold and painted the glue under the gem and finished off the bottom. So I'm going to lay this here and let it finish drying. And I wanted to show you again the skeleton. He is very sturdy. You can paint other little things. You can also put glow-in-the-dark paint on his eyes or whatever. Be really cool. We're going to go ahead and work on the red one, which is going to be the bats. And we're going to put bats on it. There's 3 of them. And black. Glue with black. So I'm going to start with the hot glue. And putting the bats on. Now the bats are only going to have one little area that they're going to be able to stick to. And so we're going to put the bats on like this. Now there's different ways you could do this. You can do bats in a row. You can do bats like 3, like around a bat on each side. Bat on each side, I find that the kids catch it too often, but I have done like 3 bats like this in a triangle. The bats in the row the kids like also, or you can tip the bats, kitty corner, different directions, like have one that way, have one that way, which is probably how I'll do this one, is have them going different ways on the wand. Now you do have to keep in mind that these are rounded kind of, because they were a ring. So they're not flat. You're going to have like, see how he's like curved? So keep that in mind when you go to glue him on. You're only going to put glue on one part of the wing or dead center down the back. So I'm going to put 3 bats on this wand, and I will probably put a black gem on top. Find the hollow spot, which is concave. They're all pretty much shaped the same. There's that hollow spot. That'll be what'll go on top. So I will put that in there. Get myself a good bit of glue on top. Let that sit. Add just a dash more. And yes, it rained on the side and I stuck my finger in it. Which, that's okay. It'll be covered up. We'll fix that. Now that that is in place good, I'm going to build up glue to hold that. And that's what that looks like so far. And I'm almost thinking this one, I'm going to finish painting the bottom and I'm going to make hand grip on it. While that end is drying, I'm going to go ahead and paint where I put the glue black. So that's what that's going to look like. So far, that's what we have. And I'll pause this for a second. Now's a good time to show you how to build up a hand grip. It's simply taking your glue gun and deciding how big of a hand grip you want on this. Now, a little kid doesn't need a huge hand grip. You just want to start by saying, okay, I want to come just so far up, put a dab of glue, and putting a line out to the end and stopping. And you're going to do this the whole way around, giving it time to cool before you start the next line so that it doesn't drip and run and go all the way around the wand like that. If you see that it's starting to run, stop and kind of, smooth it. Or just kind of roll it. And don't forget to put a dab of glue on the very end. At this point, you're just going to want to roll this and let it settle. Because while you're rolling it, it's actually going to smooth itself out some. When that has firmed, you're going to keep on adding layers till the hand grip has gotten as big as you want to make it. What I'm doing is creating a flat spot and letting it come down over. and then working this part of it. And my hand is cramping. I'm going to pause this while I build this up. Okay, so I have the handle for the wand made. I built this up. Depending on how high the heat is on your glue gun, how long it's going to take to do this. I left it kind of uneven, more of a natural feel, and I gave a little extra at the end. I'm going to go ahead and paint this. I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, so they are finished. Here is the top of this one with the bats. I have the end painted, is still wet, but there's what that one looks like with the grip. Now you know how to build up a grip. Here's the skeleton one. I went ahead and finished painting the bottom, and that's what he looks like. And he is sturdy. And here's the one. It's gold with the purple on it. You could do purple with gold paint, however you want, with a purple gem, and it is complete. So there you go, guys. 3 wands. Sorry about it being 2 parts. I will tag the first part in the second part, and this, when I put the first part up, it will also have the second part tagged in it as soon as the second part is up. Everybody, thank you for watching. Love y'all. Bye.